I've got a surprise for you outside. You gonna come with me?
Yes.
All right, let's go. All right, y'all. The surprise is down by the pond, so let's go down there. Yeah. All right, y'all. It's just a little bit further over here.
Hey, you gotta show us. So muddy.
Yeah, it's squishy down here.
Alright,
Yeah, watch where I'm going. I'm gonna wind up in the pond. Woo! I don't know what that was. Maybe a bullfrog. All right, y'all. Look right in here.
I saw her covering something up down here, but then I didn't see anything. Whose eggs
What
do
do
you
you
think
see?
those are? He gets the goose? He gets Bob's eggs?
Those are way bigger than our duck eggs.
Looks like there's a broken egg in there.
Yeah, I think that's just the shell. You can get in closer and take a look?
Look at it. Check. Yeah, those are goose eggs.
Isn't that awesome?
It's a goose egg.
Huge.
Turn around and show me, Eleanor.
This
Isn't that a big egg?
Everything I read said that geese don't lay until their second year.
Yeah.
Like 18 months and older.
Well, she definitely surprised me when I found the eggs earlier.
Wow. So waterfowl, they're not like chickens. Sometimes our chickens will sit on just one egg, but waterfowl, they lay as many eggs as they can, and then they sit on them for a whole month, for 30 days just about, with geese. Geese are anywhere from 27 to 30 days. It just depends, because they lay them over a couple of days, or even more than 2 weeks. They'll keep laying eggs to add to their nest.
That's a really long time.
Yeah, and the male and the female will take care of the nest. They'll take turns sitting on the nest. So we may start seeing Bob and Ice Cream sitting on the nest.
You think ice cream's gonna help, Eleanor?
And they're gonna get really protective of their nest area. So once they start sitting on it, we won't come and disturb
Oh no,
them.
we won't mess with
But
them.
she sat on it all day today.
Yep.
And I noticed that she wasn't staying with the group as much.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about us taking a couple of eggs and putting them in the incubator in case something happens to her nest? And that way we can give her babies to raise. I gotcha. You're gonna get that one? All right. One, two.
So there's two.
That's okay. Good job.
I'm gonna have to get one on the side.
I counted 11 of them earlier,
All right,
so
Eleanor.
she's gonna have plenty to sit on
now
herself.
do a really good job covering it back up,
So
hiding it.
There you go.
she won't
Good
notice
job.
any
Even
of
more.
her
Even
eggs.
more.
So she won't notice any of her eggs.
Good job.
Yep, that's how we found it.
All right. Watch your head.
Oh my goodness.
Now which one is up?
Weird. Other way.
Hold this one. This is a good time.
It is 71 degrees. It feels like spring. The grass is starting to green up, and Eleanor and I are about to do a little bit of fishing.
We're gonna check on Bob.
Who's Bob?
Her?
Who's her?
The goose?
Our goose. All right, we're not gonna get close. Bob, our female goose, is right here sitting on a nest. Let's go around, Eleanor. We're gonna give her lots of room. She's got, all right, we're just gonna peek. You stay back. She's got a nest of goose and duck eggs. Look at that. And she's removed some of the eggs from the nest right here. Unfortunately, Bob stopped sitting on her nest, and Eleanor and I inspected it, and a couple of eggs had been eaten. We decided to take one egg and put it in the incubator with the rest. Inside the house in the incubator on March 5th, something started to happen.
Hello, beautiful. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello.
I really couldn't believe that all 4 eggs hatched successfully. Our 4th little gosling had a hard time coming out of its egg. It had a harder hatch. We made sure that we did not open the incubator much during this process, but it did have a harder hatch. It wasn't dried out, but I did end up helping it out just a little bit. You can see here I'm taking eggshell and a little bit of residual goo off of it, and I'm putting everybody in the incubator to spend 24 to 48 hours in there, fluffing up, drying off, and staying extra warm. It is time to move our goslings out of the incubator. Eleanor, are you ready to help me?
Yes.
Serve our other eggs that are incubating. Oh, y'all have made a mess. We're gonna put them in their nice, warm, and clean brooder. And we put our 2 chicks that hatched with them in with our Serama chicks. They're getting so big. They haven't started drinking yet, so we're gonna go ahead and dip their beaks and encourage them to go to the water and start drinking. I need some more space. Look at you get a drink. Oh. The final egg is now in lockdown, and it's still moving in there. And there's 2 other eggs that are chicken eggs. And we're gonna close it up in here and watch over the next couple of days to see if they're gonna hatch. Over the past few days, we've noticed that Bob, even though she abandoned one nest, it looks like she might be trying to nest again. And Ice Cream, our male, has gotten very protective again. So, yep, look at that. Look what I see. I wonder if she would accept the goslings. Let me see, Bob. Looky there, Bob. Looky there, Bob. She's nesting again. I bet she'll accept babies, Eleanor. Do you think so? I think we should try. Well, I woke up this morning and came straight outside, pretty much as I always do, and looked off of the back porch. I always, you know, check on everything, but I was just surveying and I saw white feathers, a huge area of white feathers, and it was Ice Cream, our male goose, and he is our protector from hawks. And I'm assuming that that is what happened because he only had one puncture wound. Nothing tried to eat on him. And usually hawks, they actually eat the crop area and then the neck. It's very sad, but nothing else is harmed. There weren't feathers everywhere. It was just, I knew it was him. I knew it was him. He's the only big white thing that we have. So that is the really hard part of having animals, is that sometimes things happen and they don't make it. Inside, in the incubator, Bob and Ice Cream's final baby had hatched. Well, Zach, you're feeling well enough to be out here potting some things up, at least for an hour or so.
Yeah, for a little bit.
For a little bit. Wanted everybody to know that you're recovering okay.
Yeah, doing all right, bit by bit.
Well, it is a beautiful day. We are only a few days past the first day of spring, and the high today was 78. Was it 78?
Something like that.
And then tomorrow's high is 85. We have been waiting on it to warm up enough for us to do this. We are going to try to give Bob a couple of her goslings that we hatched in the incubator after she stopped sitting on that first nest. And since we lost Ice Cream, she's really dedicated herself to sitting on her second nest, but she went about a week with not sitting on it. So I know that the eggs are not any good, and we didn't take any and put them in the incubator. Thank you. We didn't take any and put in the incubator to hatch anymore, so we want to try giving these to her. And friends have told me that she'll likely take to raising them. All right, we need to go in the chick cottage so that we can get the goslings. If you have never raised waterfowl before, then listen, it is a whole other thing from raising chicks or any other kind of animal, because they poop everywhere. Their poop is watery. They play in their water. They put their food in their water and make it nasty immediately. You're constantly battling cleaning. So if we can have her raise them, it will be their best upbringing as well as be really good for us.
Hey, baby! Come back to me. You're so cute. This one's going to be the baby Ice Cream.
So we think we have 3 females and 1 male. We think this lighter one, see how it sticks its head out?
It's like we've already got names for most of them.
Go.
Hi.
It's okay, she won't bother them.
I think we need to get this one.
Back up. Say, come on.
Babies.
Yes. I really hope Bob accepts them. Don't you? I want her to have babies.
Here you go, baby. He's like taking flight. First.
Alright, let's see what Bob does. Eleanor, we have an audience, don't we?
Yes. They all want to hear what the duckies want to say.
Yeah, they all want to see what's in there, don't they? They said, what's in there? Okay, Bob is down here. There's already an egg out of the nest. This is where she's made her second nest, if y'all remember. And we are gonna walk down, but I'm afraid she's just gonna run out instead of seeing the babies. So let's see. It is the moment. Let's take you to your mommy. So right now, Bob is really focused on the eggs. I may have to shoo her off the nest and take the eggs. I'm hoping her instinct kicks in and she comes over to these babies. So it's been 10 minutes and she just wants to sit on the nest. So I took the eggs, I fed the eggs to the pigs because they're not fertile because there's no goose. There's only the hen. And put a bowl on top of the nest to discourage her from going back over there. And they're wanting to stay close to her. So right now we have made it out here and she's not letting them get about any further than that from her. But I think what I'm gonna do is get her and the babies and food and water and move them to the pasture coop. But I think they may need some more time to learn to stay with her. Because right now she's following them instead of them following her. So I changed my mind. We have the empty goat pasture right now that our goats used to be in, and I made the decision to move Bob and the babies into the chicken run that's in there that the goats were using. I got food and water set up in there, and then I had to corral Bob and the babies all the way into that coop back there. So I have Bob and the babies in the old goat pen. And that was not what I was planning to do, but it's unused right now. There's a really good run in there that's safe. But let me show you what Eleanor's been doing. Gravy and Biscuit have been playing ball with Eleanor. And he runs back. Sunset on the farm. And Bob and her babies are in here. I'll come check on everybody later tonight. But she's calling them to the food now. You can do it, Bob. You can do it, Bob. You can do it. I believe in you. It is the next evening, and Bob has accepted her babies. We had a busy day, and I didn't get out here during the day to show you. But here they come. Come on! Come on!